Hi and welcome to MRTV. Welcome to this breaking news live stream. Yesterday something really exciting and interesting has leaked, and it's this here. This seems to be a different version of the HP Reverb G2, and according to the leaks, this is called the HP Reverb G2 Omnicept. And according to these leaks, this version of the G2 has eye tracking and also face tracking, as in your mouth and your face is being tracked, and this information could be shown in virtual reality. Wow. Now, in this live stream, I'm going to discuss with you the question, could this be real? And if yes, what does this mean? So absolutely stay tuned, watch the whole video, because all of this goodness is coming up. Hi and welcome back here live at MRTV. My name is Sebastian Ang, and this channel is all about virtual reality. I'm bringing you unbiased and honest reviews of all the VR headsets, and you're getting breaking live news streams just like this one here. So if you want to see more videos just like this one here, and if you don't want to miss any of my upcoming videos, absolutely subscribe and also click on the bell button so that you don't miss anything. Wow, this is really interesting. Let's have a look at this leak again. And this leaked on Twitter yesterday, and well, when this leaked, I was already off the office, not in the office anymore. So now I had to come online now to show you this. So let's have a look here. Now this looks very familiar. This is the G2, but what is new here is this here. This part, we don't have it on the actual HP Reverb G2. And according to the leaks, this is some kind of camera that is looking at your mouth, some kind of face cam. And when I saw that leak, I was thinking like, wow, but this is strange. Like, check the distance here between the edge here and the nose. It looks a bit far away for this to be real, right? And good thing, as you know, I have the G2 here, so I checked it out. And actually, there is really lots of space. Check this out. There is really enough space for this face cam to be there. Okay, so that is interesting, right? So there's enough space for this face cam to be here. And according to the leaker, HP calls this face cam. And well, what would it do? It would record your mouth. And when you speak, think about it. Everything could be transferred to virtual reality, as in like you're smiling or you're angry. There's so much things going on, right, in that part of the face that this face cam could track. It could see if you're smiling, if you're angry, and all these kind of emotions could be shown in virtual reality in some kind of meeting software or in any kind of social VR application. Now, well, that sounds interesting. Also, eye tracking makes lots of sense for VR in general, right? There's so many interesting applications like dynamic foveated rendering, for example, or for some market studies where you're looking at and all these kind of things. So eye tracking seems to make sense. Also, what I personally think is really interesting here with this leak, check out the headband. The headband looks different from the headband that I have here. So for this headband, it seems to be PU leather, right? And if you compare it to what I have here, so this headband here, the consumer version that I have here, this is some kind of fabric material which will soak up your sweat just like the Valve Index. Now, and here again, it's some kind of PU leather. And well, very interesting. Now, do I personally think that this is real? So first of all, let me know, I had no idea about any kind of this kind of thing, right? So HP didn't tell me anything, and I've reached out to them now and asked them, hey, is that real? Are we going to hear something official from you anytime soon? But they did not get back to me about this yet. So I simply have to guess together with you, and I'm simply going to tell you about my personal opinion about this leak. So in my opinion, this could be real. However, I don't think that's for us. I don't think that's for us consumers. I could imagine that this is actually something for enterprise customers. And that would make so much sense because, well, for enterprise customers, it would make so much sense to have this PU leather headband, right? Because for enterprise customers, it's not just one person who's going to use it. It's going to be many people who are going to use it, and hygiene will be more important for that. And it's important that you could easily wipe this clean. So for this kind of application, it would make sense to have this PU leather kind of headband, and also the face padding. It also seems to be PU leather. That makes sense. Then the leaker says this has eye tracking. And eye tracking, of course, is really interesting for enterprise applications as well. So I really think that this could be something that is not made for us, but for enterprise applications. Because if this came out now for end consumers, well, lots of people would be really unhappy, right? Like all of us who have pre-ordered the G2, we would feel like really bad if suddenly this new version, the Omnicept version, comes out, and then probably it is just like $200 more expensive, and probably many people would have gone for the eye tracking, right? But I don't think HP would do this kind of huge mistake. In my opinion, this is this here is going to be a really expensive version for enterprise customers. And I'm sure that this is going to be so expensive that no one of us would buy it. You know, for enterprise customers, it makes lots of sense to buy something like this. This is really amazing. Even the G2 as it is here right now would be super interesting for enterprise customers. And for enterprise customers to pay $599 is incredibly cheap. It's like for free. And honestly speaking, the bang for the buck that you get with the HP Reverb is incredible. And I believe that HP doesn't really make lots of money with this version, with the HP Reverb G2 as we see it here, and the version that we're going to buy. And in my opinion, what HP is doing here, selling it so cheap to us, is they want to build like a big fan base of gamers, of us, right? Who really like the Reverb brand, and for them to build a base, and that's why they're selling it for only $599. But of course, HP also wants to earn money, right? So with this device, probably they're not really earning lots of money. But HP is also known for B2B business, right? They have lots of B2B customers, and selling this device to the B2B customers, to the enterprise customers, doesn't make much sense because they're not earning anything from this device. So why not make an Omnicept version which has eye tracking and some fancy face camera and sell it for, I don't know, $1,500, $1,600, something that still makes lots of sense for enterprise customers. Because for enterprise customers, if I get an HP a Vive Pro Eye for over $1,000, or a G2, the hot shit right now, with eye tracking and this face cam for $1,500, I would definitely go for the HP Reverb for, I don't know, $1,500 as an enterprise customer. And I believe that is how HP is going to make the money with the HP Reverb G2. And actually, if this leak turns out to be true, it makes so much sense for HP to do it this way. And I think it's absolutely legitimate and makes lots of sense in this moment. So probably some of you are wondering now, hey, cool, as a consumer with $1,500 in my pocket, I don't know about that price, this is just my guess, would it make sense to wait for that Omnicept and probably go for this one instead of the standard Reverb G2 for $599? And I can directly tell you no. That makes no sense at all. And let me tell you why. Even if it has those fancy things like face cam that could probably have some kind of interesting applications like the social VR thing where you can see your mouth and stuff, the content is not there. That is the problem. The content is not there, and then you're going to have this very expensive Omnicept headset, but you can't do anything with it because none of the games supports it, none of the applications that we as a consumer can buy from Steam VR has it. So you're going to have some hardware there, which is fancy but expensive, and you can do nothing with it. So for us, this Omnicept thing would not make any sense. But for For enterprise customers who make their own software, that is probably already programmed for, I don't know, for the Vive Pro, and they want to use it now with this device, then it makes absolutely sense. So probably it already has some kind of eye tracking standard solution from Tobii. That's my guess. And then people who are using now the Vive Pro Eye, they can simply change to this Omnicept. That is my guess. But everything that I say in this video, in this live stream, is only my guess, right? So I don't know. I don't have any information other than what you also have. So everything is just my assumption. But in my opinion, my assumption makes lots of sense. So again, it would not make sense for you as a consumer to wait for this because there's simply no software there for you. But if you write your own software as an enterprise customer, probably you already have your virtual reality app that uses eye tracking, then of course this kind of thing makes sense. Or if you are an arcade and you want to make some fancy game with facial mouth tracking, right? Then if this is true, this Omnicept, then it would make lots of sense for you to go for it. That is my opinion. So I think this leak might be true, but this is not for us and probably a very expensive enterprise version. Do you agree with my personal assessment? Do you also think, yes, it could be true, but it's not for us? Then please do let me know down in the comment section of this video. And if you think like, no, Sebastian, it's not like this, I have a different opinion, please also let me know. And let's start the discussion down in the comment section of this video. All right, that's it for this live stream. Now I got some interesting thing to tell you. In around 11 minutes, the tournament is going to start. The Gamescom Onward tournament, the Onward VIP tournament, and actually I am part of Team Green. I'm going to play together with Lonely Viper and Project Jamesify and Gamertag and Gaming Lady Nikki. This is Team Green, and we're going to play Onward with the Cyber Shoes, and you can watch it live on Gamescom. So simply go to the Gamescom website and see me and the others play. Would be very happy if you check it out. Okay, that's it for this video. Really hope that you enjoyed it. If yes, give it a thumbs up, and I'm looking forward to see you in the comment section and see you in a moment at Gamescom. Bye-bye.